Yo, what's going on, y'all? What up, YouTube? Yo, y'all know what we doing. We right here, man. Power, 208. House is not a home. Let's get into it right fast. You already know what we know so far. Let me get my beat. Yeah. Episode 201. Rock came and got Kanan off the beach in Virginia. Rock is moving $75,000 a day out of the projects now. Kanan doesn't feel like he's built for the streets. Howard is alive and cancer-free and is playing as if he doesn't know who shot him. Burks is not buying it. Lulu is struggling with Famous and Jess. Marvin is and has to go to anger management for part of his sentencing. Juke and Marvin still have their beef. Rock wants to expand to the 40s. Scrappy's a liability. Jukebox is curious about her moms. Kanan talked to Rock about shooting Howard. Neek is out of jail. 202, Rock met with Howard and he knows what Kanan did. Lets her know it's a snitch in her crew to protect Kanan. Kanan got with Famous to sell mixtapes because Famous got kicked out of the crib for wilding out. Jess left to California for that job Crown. Got her with a bird. Marvin is trying to find Tony. Got tasked to finding out if Scrappy's a snitch. Lou doesn't believe Scrappy's a snitch. Got Deezy on with only one shot. Told Jess to leave and walked out on the Scrappy murder. Juke wants to find her mom. Birkin's in some shit at the precinct, but helps Juke finds mom a favor for a favor. Morrell is now working for Rock under Lou. Neek is out of jail. Dean says he's hot and can't fuck with him and he has no team. Kanan questions Rock about the game again. Rock kills Scrappy. 203, Howard tells Kanan he's his father. Kanan is confused. Rock picked up another spot in Jersey. The boys don't like that it came from Morrell. Kanan finds out Scrappy's dead but doesn't believe the how and why. Neek raided the spot and took all the money. Burke is stuck on finding more about Howard and their trust issues. Juke sings for Lou and Crown, who wants her to change her appearance. Marvin uses his tools from anger management class in the building. Kanan steals work from the PJs to help Famous get a crib. Neek meets with Rock and asks for peace for his family. Juke followed her mother to church and they made eye contact. Howard let Kanan know he knows he shot him and that he would never turn in his son. Food for thought. 204, the mob is here. Hit Rock's low twice. The body in the wall in Baisley is starting to stink thanks to Marvin's ass. Kanan went to see his uncle in jail about his pops. Marvin recognizes some money missing from the spot and blames Morrell. Juke went to talk to her mother and is still not fucking with Marvin. Juliana's not feeling Rock's relationship with Neek. The Italians want their cut from Rock coming into New York. Rock doesn't think so. Rock and Lou have words over who he is and who he should be to the family. Neek and Morrell are working with the Italians. Kanan talks with Juke about Howard. Kanan goes to see Howard. Rock follows him. Yay. Episode 205. Marvin got that body out of the wall. Rock and Kanan go to the Catskills for a double mission to bind and bury. Lou's patience with Crown is reaching his head. Burke presses Andrea about Howard, who gives up information. Marvin talks to Renee about his problems and found Tony. Italians trail Rock to Catskills and tries to kill her. Kanan doesn't follow the rules out in Catskills, messing with the white girls. Juke blows the roof off the church with her singing ability. Kanan wants in on the family business and helps Rock bury the body from the PJs. Rock gets the drop on the Italians trying to kill her when one tried to kill Kanan. Famous spilled the beans about Jess and Crown and Lou. Howard is pissed. Andrea talked to Burke. Rock made a deal with the Italians, episode 206. Boselli's deal involves Neek running Jersey. Lou questions Kanan about why he wants to be in the life. Neek is back in the game. Cartier puts Rock on game about DC, VA, and Baltimore. Kanan got robbed by local cats, got a pistol and got his money back. Famous got knocked by the Jakes. Burke saw Howard and Kanan together outside of the precinct when Kanan asked Howard to help him get out Famous. Marvin went to see Kenya about what she did when she left. Lou killed Crown and Zisa watched. 207, Juke got her closure from James, who was Nicole's dad. Got the videotape fixed and dropped it off and saw a lot of shit going on with Howard going to see James. Lou gave it to Zisa. Yeah. Jamaicans came through and told Lou the business about Crown had with the Jamaicans, roughed him up, and he went to Cartier to help him with the money. Rock is trying to infiltrate Cartier's crew for expansion. Howard lets Rock know Scrappy wasn't the CI his mom's was. Kanan is fucking Palomar, his girlfriend's mom. Burke has all of the pieces together investigating Howard. Marvin got Marco to hit Tony, and Marco ended up getting killed by his wild Italian homeboy. Neek knows Marco has some business with Marvin. Symphony got a job in North Carolina, let Kanan and Rock know. Rock questioned what he told Howard. Rock was going to kill him, but he stopped, y'all. Here we are. Episode 208. A house is not a home. Synopsis. The rift between Rock and Kanan grows, and Kanan seeks comfort elsewhere. Marvin lays low, waiting for the consequences for his action to blow over. Rock sees dark clouds on the horizon, yo. We ready? Let's do this shit, man. Favorite moments, favorite quotables of the show. If he ain't dead, he's still talking. That's what Neek said to Marvin, talking about Dominic. Dominic got to go, right? A nigga don't know he needs you until he needs you. Cartier the Rock. Heaven is just some garbage they sell to you when you're dead, so you can swallow their shit while you're alive. Juke to Kenya. Rock loves you, Kanan, but sometimes she used that love to do a lot of ill shit. Kanan and Juke. Sometimes we win, even when we lose. Sometimes we just lose. Sal the Rock. Yeah. Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as usual. All right. 7 things to know about 208. Yeah. Marvin shit, y'all. We're going to talk about Marvin ass, all right? So, I mean, Italian took the bullet, showed up to the hospital like, I'm dying. Like, he knew. Well, I can't believe he thought he was going to catch favor, though. But, you know, he went to the hospital with the bullet, right? So, Neek told Marvin what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? And Marvin looked scared in the bitch. Like, if he's alive, he can talk. I know what the fuck you was doing. You got that man's son killed on some other shit that wasn't sanctioned by the mob. You know what I mean? You better make sure a dog is dead, because if you don't make sure he dead, your ass gonna be dead. So he has to find Dominic and kill him. But Marvin crazy ass calling around to find out where homeboy is, that shit was crazy. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, Marvin trying to do what he need to do, but Marvin, you like a day later than dollar short with that shit, Mar. I mean, hold up. Yeah. So that was that on that. Hold up, y'all. Yeah. But Sally figured it out, though, right? He figured it out. And Dominic told Sal it was Marvin that ordered to hit. Like, stepped to Kenya over Juke, right? And he finally got a chance to talk to Juke the right way, right? Words matter, like he was telling Juke, and they do. And he finally got over, you know, Juke's sexuality or whatever, and he understand by missing his daughter, by forcing his daughter to not want to be around him, that it's better for her to be gay around you, nigga, than to be straight, you know what I mean? Not around you. So you got to understand, your child is your child, so, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at this shit, all the things, you know how I go. In power, as soon as somebody start getting their shit together and right, they got to go. Like, Marvin's going to die, G. If I can pick one, and we'll talk about this later, Marvin's going to die, G. But Sally, you know, wants to meet with Rock, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't having that life for a life shit, because he asked, yo, your brother got to go. Your brother got to go. Your brother did this shit. All he had to do was come holler at me. We would have figured it out. He did some bullshit and my son got killed. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into that later. What he asked for, but Sally should have got. But Marvin don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Marvin wrote up on Miss Renee for a conversation because he was so happy with the Juke shit. And then somebody said, hey, Marvin, blah, 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 blah. So we got to see who got shot. If it's power, we know Miss Renee got shot, right? We know Miss Renee got shot and murdered. And Marvin got to go into hide now because they tried to kill him. Otherwise, Marvin got shot. He in the hospital. They got to keep him low, or Marvin is dead. I'm thinking, if I roll my money, Miss Renee got shot. She might have survived, and they're going to try to kill her in the hospital. But that means Marvin going to try to protect her, but Rock like, shit, that ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? You just got to get the fuck up out of there. So we going to see his power, though. We know how it go. Rock's control, yo. Steady slipping away out her through her fingertips, right? Went to Palomar and put the gun in her bean, yo. Like, yo, leave my fucking son alone. Like, you're a pedophile type shit. Like, you sick. You should be ashamed of yourself. But we know it was ulterior motives why she is doing what she's doing, because she got preyed upon when she was a young one. So it makes sense. Told Famous to go to school. She keeps going to dinner with Cartier, right? And I figured it out. Loose lips sink ships, right? Cartier is there to give the game to Rock, but he talks too much about his personal operation and all the shit he's doing, and Rock is picking his shit apart. You know what I mean? Steady, surgically picking his shit apart. She listening to the motherfucking conversation about the person in jail who got to sit. She ain't with her people sitting in jail. She like, yo, you need to get that person out. So what she do? Got Abraham out of jail, made a phone call. Whoever she working with down there. Rock doesn't understand she's losing Kanan though, and all this shit, all this expansion. You can buy the house, you can do all this shit, but she's losing her son. But is she though? Is Kanan not listening to moms and losing himself? She let Kanan know, yeah, I did the shit with Palomar because Palomar ain't right. You know what I mean? So it's understandable what she did. You know what I mean? With everything. That past with Howard is one of the key elements of the show that we really don't know about like that. And it's gonna have to rear his head because with her being his CI and he was undercover, what was she the CI about? See, it's a lot of shit that's gotta get unraveled, and it's a legacy move, right? So that means did Rock get her daddy knocked? Like, you know what I mean, who was she the CI for? About what? And the time frame in the 70s, like it's a lot of shit that we don't know from this Rock shit, but you know, she you know, she had the meeting with the crew, and Rock couldn't believe it. She was sitting back in the chair like, you motherfucker. Like, really, nigga? Like, her brothers is dropping the ball with her, man. She go meet with Sal, who, in turns, told her Marvin has to go. And he does have to go. But Sully had a point about the universe and karma and acknowledged his son is a fuck up, and but this death can't go unanswered. He can't go back to his wife, to his people, and all this shit, and his son death get unanswered. He can't do that. Like he said, I should be asking for Kanan, my son for your son, but he's a kid. Rock said, fuck that. Your loss is not my loss. Her perspective is Marco knew the risk. It's not their fault he got killed, which are facts. But there's two different worlds at play right here. And Rock got to make a decision. You ready to go to war with the Italians over your brother doing some stupid shit and getting somebody's son killed? Or do their laws step into your world and you understand? And of course, ain't nobody gonna say, I'm gonna take my chance. If y'all kill my brother while we going to war, I'm taking that every motherfucking time than just giving my brother up to y'all, even though you're a fuck up. Like you said, your son was a fuck up, but your son got killed in the game. Let's talk about Neek. Like I told y'all, Neek is the hero of the show. Rock is the villain. Cause she did some foul shit to Neek she ain't had to do. So, but that's her greed. So greed ruins a lot of people, places, organizations. So Neek let Marvin know he knows Marco's on some work for him, and his partner knows that, yo, you got bigger things to worry about. Like he said, that motherfucker breathing, he can tell on your ass. So Neek trying to throw the lob to Marvin when he really could rat Marvin out. But then that would make Neek look bad because then Baselli be like, motherfucker, you knew this was happening. Why you ain't come tell me? So Neek got to be quiet and play his cards right. Baselli wants to know who was with Marco to have a deep conversation with him, and Dominic has found out to Baselli, who visited him in the hospital, and he told Baselli it was the nigger bitch's brother. The nigger bitch's brother. I had to type that up in there. The nigger bitch's brother who ordered the hit. On brand with the Italians. So Sal's on the warpath now, and when he went to meet Rock, he wanted to meet Rock alone, and then when they had the meeting, and Neek, Warrell, Rock, Marvin, Lou there, Rock asked Neek what's going on. Neek a fool. He said, shit, ask him. He pointed to Marvin. Marvin like, oh, shit. And that's when it came out. Yeah, Marvin, you a fuck up. Kanan. Talk about my boy Kanan. Scrappy's mom rolled up on them and wanted him to know. She knows Scrap didn't kill himself. And she wants Rock to find out who killed him because she's like, yo, he worked for y'all, and your mom ain't doing shit about it. Ain't shit going on in these streets. Find out who put a bullet in my son's head because he didn't kill his fucking self, yo. Or she said, I will find out. Or she might be on some other shit. Like, I don't think she gonna go on the warpath to go after Rock, but she on some other shit. She not fucking around. She not fucking around with them over that, right? So she's dangerous because she was an informant with the police. So we don't know if she know any information about the shit that she can go blast. Palomar told Kanan, I can't fuck with you, son. You know what I mean? And he was like, fuck moms over that grown ass pussy. He liked that pussy. While he was down talking to Palomar, Famous went through his bag and saw the paperwork from Howard that Howard ain't his father. It said M.H. and K.S. He like, Kanan Stark, Howard, that's your daddy. But Kanan's eyes look like, yo, that ain't the initials. My thing is, when did he got that paperwork from Howard? Howard gave him the paperwork, but it said M.H. So now I'm kind of confused. I thought it was Marcus Howard, right? So I'm confused a little bit, right? Like, what's going on? We'll talk about that later as well. But Famous has to chill or else Kanan is going to kill his ass. You going through his bag, Kanan going through mad shit. You really ain't helping the process. You bringing heat on Kanan to a certain degree. All this other shit going on. You a liability, son. You're not an asset at this time. So Kanan stepped on Mom's about the Palomar and Scrappy shit and told her he needed time because the Palomar shit he didn't agree with. But, nigga, you can't be fucking a grown woman and you 16. And the Scrappy shit, yo, Scrappy mama was a snitch. She ain't a snitch. Who killed Scrappy? Because they lied, saying he killed himself. He's like, I don't believe Scrappy killed himself. And Rock running with that shit. So then what'd he do? He go to his pop's crib since Famous wasn't at home. And he went home to pack and told Juke he couldn't trust his moms based upon shooting Howard, right? So think about it. Now, because we kind of know Howard, if Howard is not Kanan's daddy, Howard still fucked with Rock back in the day when she was young, right? We know that for a fact. But I'm trying to understand if Howard and his dad, MH, is crazy, yo. Like, but all this shit is over pedophilia because Rock ain't letting Kanan fuck with Palomar over pedophilia because of what she went through with Howard over pedophilia. And his deep-rooted resentment towards Howard and why she didn't fuck with him on top of he the police, right? But what did Kanan read on that paper at the end? It's something that let him know that Howard and his daddy, of course, according to the preview. This shit finna get real deep, y'all. Juke salvation, right? Really, Kenya? Damn, Kenya, you brought the whole church over there. You got back with Juke, right? And because of her lifestyle, you ain't with it. We got to remember time and place, right? It's the early 90s, yo. So that shit wasn't acceptable to everybody like that. It was an embarrassment for motherfuckers. You know what I mean? She brought the church to the home to get sin out of Juke. Man, the pastor was rebuking Juke by hitting her in her hand and shit, chastising her. What type of church is that? Like, that's that black church shit. I don't know what denomination that was, but hell no. You ain't finna be hitting on my kids. She's out there crying. So your faith in what this man is telling you is going to allow that man to do that to your daughter in front of you. You think, even if her spirit is touched by sin, you believe that? Man, I'm glad they put it out there, though. But if that's what these churches do to people, and you know what I'm saying? Because remember, it was time frame where we at. So that's trash, though. That was bullshit. Can you let that shit ride? Juke should have gotten up and got out of there, smacked somebody in their shit. You know what I mean? Whatever, and said, fuck the church, I'm out. You know what I mean? But they was holding her down. She had two men holding her, trying to make her face watch the TV. That was some bullshit. That was sick. What she do? She went back home to Marvin and burnt them damn dresses that Kenya bought her. Then, you know what I'm saying? She saved Marvin from probably whooping Kenya ass outside the crib. You know what I'm saying? Dad, like, no. Well, I like Marvin. He stands up to Kenya for Juke because Juke is a child, wanted her mother's love. And you try to protect your children when it get to that shit, right? It's crazy, man. Juke salvation, though. Like Kanan was saying in the narration, like, yo, man, motherfuckers wonder why Juke was so hard. This is why. Motherfucker, what made her turn relentless. Damn, man. I still can't see Kanan killing Juke over for Tariq, man. I still can't see that shit. All the shit they done been through, he killed Juke over Tariq, man. But he saw himself getting caught up in his shit, trying to be something he not, and he didn't get out, and he tried to get Tariq out because he didn't get a chance to get out. I get it, but you killed your cousin over that shit, man. All right. Lulu. Ziza's down by law now. I mean, she rolled with a motherfucker laughing at him when he fucking people up, rolled up on a DJ that took the bread and never played the song. Lou put the pistol in his mouth, man. You know what I mean? And my thing is Lou conflicted a little bit because he don't want to do the gangster shit for Rock no more, but he doing the gangster shit for the studio and the label. He killed the motherfucker in the studio, putting guns in motherfuckers' mouths, going to other gangster cats for the money to help them get away from other cats. Like, shit. This you still gangster shit, Lou. You know what I mean? Ziza got her song on the radio. She was trying to get something from Lou. I ain't in and all that shit, but then they did get some. Man. So But now Lou ass is messy as fuck. Threw Crown body in the river with identification. His body comes back up now. They coming straight to the studio, fam. They coming straight to the studio. Damn, now we got Lou fucking up like Marvin fucking up. Yo. All right. We got my man Howard on it, right? Went to his captain about Burke, like, yo, man, she pulling out my files. You know, don't no police officer want the files. Remember, Captain told Burke to chill a while ago, though. You doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told Captain, like, she's not overzealous. She overstepping. She a new motherfucker. She got to chill. She ain't even new no more. She got to chill. The captain let them know Nicole's dad think Burke has something to do with Nicole's death from the drugs. We all know them drugs came from Kanan. That was that bad batch. But you got that shit from, she stole that shit out of Juke shit. The tangle web we weave. The captain let Burke know you got your chill now. She ain't with the shit though. She gonna still do what she gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So Howard like, yo, gave Kanan some toast. No, Jay, like, nigga, this is what is that burnt toast, but it was all good. Howard knows some shit is up with Rock and Kanan, right? Like, because he over there spending the night and shit, and he trying to figure it out. Just write up Howard's shit, because remember, Howard want Neek to run the shit. He didn't want to stand behind Rock. That's why Rock had to kill him, because Howard found out, trying to say Kanan was my son, and all that shit. We're going to talk about what I feel in the next episode prediction about the whole shit. Burke, dumb as fuck, stepping to Rock at the thing. She just won't get it. So Marvin, Burke, gotta go. They gotta go. Marvin and Burke. Let me know. All right, y'all, jump into it. What I predicted, yo, next episode predictions, for real? What happened, yo? Sal wants Neek to tell him about Rock's operation. No. What I predict, let me get back to it. My fault, y'all. You know how we do it, man. I'm always be busy, son. Be busy, yo. All right, so what I predicted. Rock is talking about laying the groundwork to take over the South Side, to set up anywhere. Got to be smart. Can't be pulling the trigger on emotion, right? Italians. No. Rock confronts Kanan about Palomar, right? Yeah, we know that happened. Kanan tells Juke he can't trust her no more. Rock, Corinna, Palomar. He talking about Rock. Rock tells Palomar to stay away from her son with a gun to her head. Yep. Lou put up on the radio, DJ, who worked with Crown, and told him he's working for him now. Put the gun in his mouth. Yep. Howard goes to a superior about Burke reviewing his records. Yep. She's overstepping. Burke pulls up on Rock at the grocery store, questioning her about Howard after Captain told her to chill. And Baselli wants to know who Marco was with that night of the hit. You know what I mean? We know it was with Dominic, and Dominic is alive, and they killed Dominic. Neek knows what's up and tells Marvin, if he ain't dead, he's still talking, and Marvin's about to be in the world of shit. Yep. That's what's going on. Yeah, I forgot that little part. Yeah, Baselli went to go talk to Dominic in the joint, right? In the hospital, and let him know, man, we got you, fam, get better. And they sent them back later to kill him. Yeah, I mean, of course he's gonna kill him. My son can't die over you was with him, and you know what I'm saying? Shit. All right. Next episode predictions. Sal wants Neek to tell him about Rock's operation. Neek says he ain't going out like that. Sal says you disappoint me, and he doesn't handle disappointment well. So that's another Splice conversation. Neek wants his spot back. He can let Sal do the dirty work and to get Rock out of the way and expand his business. Now with the Splice conversation, what I'm thinking of, Neek might have came through like, man, I saw him talking with him. I didn't know what it was about though. I couldn't ask your son about shit. And Baselli might be like, Neek, you supposed to come talk to me that you seen them motherfuckers talking anyway off the grid. That's what disappointed Sal. That's what I'm rolling with. Cartier proposes to Rock that he wants to buy into the operation. I don't know if Rock gonna allow him to do that, because Rock is trying to tear shit up from the inside of his operation. She's playing a very dangerous game. I don't think she's gonna allow him to do that, but that is her way in the DC, B-More, and VA without having to do none of this shit. She opens up that pipeline to sell down there, take the help, but then she's gonna have to take him out if that's what she owns. Kanan tells Howard he knows he's not his father, and that this changes their relationship, but changes his and Rock's relationship even more. Then who the fuck is Kanan's father, right? Why did Howard save Kanan? Second, did Howard manipulate the paperwork to get Burks off his ass? Kanan got the paperwork, right? So why did Rock want him to kill his father if that ain't his father, right? this shit, next week when we find out who Kanan's father really is, then we can probably get another level of the game and understanding to why Howard is doing what he's doing. But we know the base is he wanted Neek. He chose Neek over Rock. They was all working together. He chose Neek over Rock. But Kanan tried to kill him. So could it be off the simple fact that was Rock was his informant back in the day? But now Rock, you was an informant as a kid, but now you gangster? I don't know about that shit. Rock wants to move on Baselli. Lou says we can't beat him. Rock says we don't need to beat him. We just need to make him bleed. So there's no Marvin in the preview. We don't see nothing. We don't know if he got hit or survived. We do know Rock has to retaliate because her brother got shot at. Now, Rock did too much too fast with unfocused brothers on her side, and now all this shit is coming to rear its ugly head in her life and her situation. Lou pulls out on someone and it looks like the cat who's trying to kill the Rock in the Catskills that put the trigger on Marvin. So that's what I got from the little, you know what I mean, from the preview. So, yo, shit is bugged the fuck out now. Like, we have Kanan read that paper. Famous said KS and DH on a paper. MH is not Howard's initials. I thought it was Marcus Howard. So it's crazy. Remember, Howard wanted Neek to run shit, not Rock. Is his play to destroy her whole shit? Remember, insubordination leads to insurrection. That's what Cartier says. Is that what Howard is doing with Kanan to blow the whole shit up? Because the seed has been planted. So Rock is at war with her son. Rock is at war with her brothers. Rock is at war with the fucking Italians, man. Because the brothers have brought more heat to the operation. Kanan is finding all this shit and stepping back away from her, and the Italians out her head. Because motherfuckers got killed. The boss's son got killed due to the fact her brother overstepped his shit. Like, who survives the season out of the three? And I'm talking about Rock, Lou, and Marvin. We done seen Lou almost get killed. We ain't seen Rock almost get killed. We ain't seen Marvin almost got killed. Well, we just seen Marvin almost got killed. All right. I'm thinking Marvin might be done. Marvin and Burks and me might not make it out of season 2. Marvin and Burks. With 2 more episodes left. So, and you know, I'm always going to think about this in my back of my head. How long is he not going to be at the crib with moms? And when does Kanan meet Ghost and Tommy? How does that play into the shit? And then we still got to get my man that Ghost killed. It wasn't Blaze. I forget his name. But when does he come into the picture as well? Is that a couple seasons down the line? I don't know. Power went 6 seasons. If we're going to spend 6 seasons on Raising Kanan, I'm not mad at that because Raising Kanan is great. I think that might be, Raising Kanan is right up under Power. You know what I mean? Even though I hate on the book 2 shit a little bit because I think it's more geared towards a younger audience, it's still shit that goes on in there that was legit. But this shit is number 2. Then we'll talk about Tommy in book 2. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still mad they killed Liliana. But all right, y'all. Let me know. Let me know on the episode notes. Hit me on Twitter at K&K. Let me know. Hit me in the comments below on YouTube. Let me know what y'all think, man. We got 2 episodes left in this season, man. Some shit gonna happen, man. Let's strap ourselves in and figure it out, man. Somebody got to die. Somebody got to go, though. So let me know. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Wherever you listen to your podcast. Search for Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. My day ones, love you, appreciate you. Share this joint, man. All my new ones, salute to y'all to coming and giving this show a chance, man. This ain't a podcast at time. This is a show. Weekly. Myself, Donald Nelson, Deezy, us Deezy D, Deezos, Don P, Don D, host of Power Reverberation, Book 3, Raising Kanan podcast, a Confidence in the Clutch podcast about the hit TV series Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. Have a safe and healthy night. If you're listening during the daytime, create a great day on purpose, y'all. Peace out, man. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence.